for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business.
It's week 12 of the NFL, and we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Seahawks and the Raiders coming up next.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you're going to look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Take a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock. Here's Walker to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. To throw it is Lock. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lock to Lockett for the Seattle first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. The Seahawks at 6 and 4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Yeah, we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now the call on the...
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Lock. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Lock now on 1st down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. You got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. Nice and strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
11 more on that one and another first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and throw by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 41, Carr. Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now a 2nd down and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 6 on the play. And they'll be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that had trouble looking at it from the start.
Yeah, I'd say Bobby sometimes just got to know when to surrender and mitigate the loss. Instead, he kept going backwards, and now it's 3rd and long. Good luck with this play call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Walker on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On play action, Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Facing the prospect of a ball from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
2nd down at 7.
Clock now to throw.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Locke. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. So we are at halftime here in downtown. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was the yards that they needed there for the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find Warner. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, Jacobs. might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard of a pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 33.
It's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the line and let off a bunch more plays.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw his car. He's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a run with Walker. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Trying the left side with Walker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the... Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they'll remain down by 2. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They look to throw. It's locked. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And Walker once more. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A gear for Walker running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. Myers' kick is good. And it will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing his car. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the